on YouTube this morning talking about my Dad's in Recovery program coming up. Um, I think that maybe it's best to explain a little bit about my Dad's in Recovery course and how I got involved and why I'm doing it. The best thing I guess that I can say is that I'm a dad, and and I've been in recovery since my first child was born, so a long, long time, and I've gone through a lot of the pain points that I know that dads in recovery have gone through. Now, how do I know? First of all, I've lived it, and I've worked with dads who are in recovery for years and years and years, and I interviewed 50 some fellas. Um, asking them the questions, and a couple of things came up. One is that dads are often terrified that their kids are going to be addicts and alcoholics like themselves, and really frightened. And when it happens, is that you know we get to this place of powerlessness. We're like, oh my God, how do I do this? And so, what I'm part of the course is to help men really create a relationship with their children, with their sometimes they're adult children too, but with their children, so that they're actually there when addiction and alcoholism comes knocking. It's funny, but it seems to be true that the kids of addicts and alcoholics are more likely to become addicts and alcoholics, and so it seems like a realistic concern. If you're a dad and you're wondering, what do I got to do to make sure that if my child, and whether they're a teenager or even an adult or even still a toddler, when my little person has to deal with addiction, how do I make sure that I have a trusted relationship with them? And I'm not going to say that I can give you a course that's going to help you not to be, it's going to prevent your kid from being exposed to addiction or being, an addict themselves. But we've created a course that is going to put you in a position where you're trusted, where you have a relationship. And many of us struggle with our relationships with our kids because we didn't have one with our own dads, or we're divorced and we're still angry or resentful with the mother of our children, and so there's lots of work to do so that we're really there. That's the deal. So yeah, dad's in recovery, um, and it's something that's not talked about. If you're a dad and you're in recovery and you've got kids, that we don't talk about it in the rooms really, and there's seems like there are most of the experts, if you will, on relationship or family are not men, and I'm not claiming to be an expert. I am claiming to have done a ton of research and had some success with helping men really step up. And so if you're a man and you can relate to this, or if you know a man that you think can relate to this, let's talk. And yeah, let's talk. The course is gonna start in October. I think the date, if I'm not mistaken, I should have checked this. I think we're the 15th of October we're gonna start. And so let's talk about that, about your relationship with your kids, your fears, your concerns. I hear you, and we're gonna help you to be, the trusted dad, um, to be there when our kids need us, and before. So that's it. Love you guys. Cheers.